I'm not a virus doctor, okay?
What kind of doctor are you, anyways?
Yeah.
It's on a need-to-know basis.
And we don't.
Well, we need to know.
No.
So,
If I tell you.
since we're talking about viruses,
Are
I
you
guess
a real doctor? I guess is the question. That's
I got a
everybody wants to
diploma.
know that.
you have your doctorate.
I'd rather not say.
I have a friend that has a doctorate.
Let me guess, forensic science?
No,
Veterinarian?
I don't know what it is.
I have a doctorate.
Printing out your own doesn't count.
Come on, I paid money.
I got a
on
doctorate
that
too.
online
A doctorate
site.
at the hospital.
You know what? This one is really going good.
Well, come on, my bioweapon. Okay, let's just say
Okay.
you develop.
So how, yeah, but what?
Okay, here's the main thing
That's
with
the
that.
idea. At first, let's just.
I just don't understand how you get that to become a bioweapon. I mean, the only thing it does as of this moment is attracts proteins.
I mean,
Okay,
you
so
could
we designed
you
to
could get
attract.
it to attach to your cells, I suppose, but then you'd have to
We have to
really have it
attract
do
the-
anything to your cells. You'd have to put something in it that's going to get into the cells, which is basically like what a virus is now.
Okay, we can put
So-
some.
So,
So you
you know
just-
what? Maybe
Instead of
I mean,
honey
you could,
inside, we
but
put
I
in
wonder-
anthrax.
How is it different than a virus then? It just has a protein on it.
I wonder
that
if
attaches to your
it.
cells.
I wonder if. Well, no. Actually, the virus does something different. It has two proteins. One is a hunter that tracks down the cell.
Well, yeah, I mean the protein. It has a. It has
And
a
the
protein
other
on
one-
the outside, and then it
yeah.
has protein. It has DNA and RNA in the inside.
Yes,
that gets
and
shot
the
into
other
cell.
protein latches on. Yeah.
Well, no,
Well, no. We just read it.
yeah, that's how it combines with cells.
Yes, it
Yeah.
latches on,
Yeah,
pulls itself in.
yeah.
No, it cocks itself and shoots the harpoon into.
Well, that's
the
that
cell.
particular virus. I mean,
Yeah,
every virus
that-
does it somewhat differently.
Yes.
I mean, it isn't like a universal thing for viruses.
Yes, it is. No. Okay. Anyway, Joyce.
It is.
No, no.
I mean, some.
You're right. I know.
See, that's what I do. I stimulate the conversation here.
The conversation?
Stimulating.
Especially when you
Sitting
cock
next to
back
me.
stuff.
How about a blood coagulant? You fill up your bloodstream with enough of these.
Well, okay. The only thing I could think of is probably if the proteins that you hook to it could affect you somehow. Like take away certain proteins your bodies need. So it would just connect to the proteins, take it out of your body. Would be a way of using it as a
Yeah,
thing, I guess.
I didn't necessarily mean a traditional bioweapon like working.
well, I'm just saying you could.
I think we're grasping at straws with that one.
Well, yeah, but wouldn't it be? You gotta fight against
Well,
every
certain
possibility.
protein can connect with certain protein.
What are some issues? What are some problems that might be encountered with using these things?
All problems. People being allergic to the kind of silicone they're using for it.
That could work, yeah.
That's
It's not a problem. Look at them breast implants. People are allergic to some of them. That's why not all of them get breast implants.
Oh, I thought that was a monetary issue. Or they're happy with their body.
In Heyman's mind, that's a necessity.
Well, yeah.
Hey, a man's prerogative.
Necessity is a necessity. No,
But is it a necessary? Like food.
Anyways, the
water,
problem could be
shelter.
your body's immune response to them. Like,
well, wouldn't that be close to being allergic to them? Close to.
no, you're talking about being allergic to the silicon. The silicon isn't. That's inside the cell. This would be your body thinking it's a virus or a bacteria and trying to get rid of it.
Yeah,
So you have to find a way that your body
wouldn't reject
fight
it.
against it.
I wonder if you could put some of your own DNA into it.
Maybe.
If it would actually tract as being a.
You might think it's your own. Maybe.
Yeah. Because don't they do that with some viruses now? Put certain DNA into it to.
So that your body doesn't reject it?
Well, it's called a retrovirus. It's supposed to go in and inject certain DNA into your DNA already.
So it's giving you what you already have.
Well, no, it's giving you a different
It's not a retrovirus.
What is it called?
A modern virus?
Look up a retrovirus.
Well, that'll take like an hour.
2 hours.
Oh, we gotta keep that picture though, actually.
Oh yeah, we gotta show pictures.
We're gonna do a little motion capture here.
So, one of our co-workers thinks we need visual aids for her.
Probably a static camera is too boring.
Yeah. Just looking at us ain't good enough.
Well, for some people, it might be.
I know for Mrs. Heyman it's probably enough.
Actually, my wife has not watched or listened to any of these yet.
My wife hasn't either.
I think that there's a reason
My
behind
future
that.
wife hasn't either. Or maybe she has.
Your hand hasn't watched them.
That's a bit far.
That'll have to get cut out as well.
No, we leave everything in.
Yeah, we leave everything.
Everything's the unedited version.
Yep. Because we're unedited.
Well, while this is...
Uncensored.
Oh, here it is, okay. A retrovirus is an RNA virus that is replicated in a host cell via an enzyme, reverse transcriptase. Okay. I'm going to show him the other picture. Well,
Yeah, and that's censored? I think that should be censored.
see? Look at that, the guy.
What are we seeing here?
What are we seeing?
Doctor.
Yeah, doctor.
Well,
Actually, ain't that just a cell basically being split apart?
It might be a virus
Busting
injecting
open.
itself into a cell, or maybe it could be a cell that's been injected. And now uses
why don't you guys explain?
We just did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I would assume the one on the right side here is a virus being injected because it looks like there's two separate.
Well, isn't that the cell wall, the thing in the middle? And then one's going in. So
He means this little thing.
I thought that whole
Well,
piece, and that's just probably the membrane.
Yeah, the cell membrane, right?
Yeah.
The thing in the middle, and then the virus is going in, and maybe I think that's just part of the cell.
Okay.
I think, and that's the virus on the right.
Because that looks like what happens when a cell busts. Right
yeah,
there.
but I don't know why they have that thing in the middle. Like
Maybe
it is,
it's
unless
just,
I think it's a cell wall. If you were making two different pictures, you'd just have a straight line.
You would, but
So I think it's probably I think it.
Okay. So next one.
Okay. Next one. Click.
I can't move this.
He's got it.
Hold on. Okay. How do we... No, that's not what I want. How do you enlarge?
Let's go view image. And then...
Oh. There we go. So this here...
That's probably the honeypot, right?
This
the green,
is the honeypot.
The green thing with the yellow spiky things.
And this would be the virus going after the honeypot. And these would be the red blood cells. And of course,
And that tube is the urethra, right?
I don't
Could be any.
think so.
No, it's one of your blood cells. It's one of
Yes,
your
it's one of your veins are your...
Veins are...
Well,
vessels.
they're red, so it must be a vein. Because aren't they the other color when they come back from the...
capillaries?
Well, capillaries are the small
Yeah,
veins.
veins.
Well, it should be color coded. You know, red it means oxygenated, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that means it's coming from the heart. And the veins
Going
go to the
your
heart.
veins.
Veins going to
Probably
the
just
heart.
No,
made it red because...
veins going from your heart.
I'm a doctor. I know these things.
Yeah, okay. So, the red blood cell is going from your lungs,
But this doesn't really matter.
because that's where it picks up the oxygen.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
for
it doesn't.
The purpose of this, and we're just...
So that's it. We're good enough.
Okay.
We got visual aids
There you go.
for... Oh, here's another visual aid. There you go. See? Look. That's what the honeypot would look like. Not really. Actually, that would be the
It's a
honeypot.
virus, I think.
And that would be the virus.
So, What are these?
little-
What are these Venus flytraps on the edge of it?
These little
Those are
things
the proteins that
are the hunter cells that track down the protein, and these are the things that eat the protein.
they don't really eat.
Well, they attach to the protein.
But it's the receptor cells that
Yeah.
fit in with the particular cell's proteins.
Aha.
You heard it here
Attach.
first.
Oops.
And
Where
then
you? There it is. Teeth. It's got teeth.
Teeth. Deadly human virus that decoys with teeth.
Think decoys with teeth.
Like duck hunting decoys.
Yes.
This technique offers a new research tool that can be used to study the mechanisms
So it's like
by
a
which
tool.
viruses attack cells.
It's a tool.
Gotcha.
So, any which ways, I think we're good.
Yeah, I think so.
We're at 26 minutes.
Yeah.
I think we've
Accomplished really botching that one up.
exhaustively covered this topic.
Yeah.
Well, since it's a pretty new topic, you know.
So, I guess we should sign off. Or do you got anything else you want? Lasers and solar beams. I mean, solar
Solar
panels and
cells.
laser beams. And now, fuel cells.
And make sure to watch Battlestar Galactica.
That
Did you
sucks.
finish that season?
Yeah. Funny thing. I just haven't watched another one.
Well, I wasn't gonna watch it for a while anyway, so.
I kind of once we stopped talking about it on the podcast, I stopped watching.
Okay, well, I understand.
I tried.
I do. You know, you gave it a go, and I was impressed how much you actually did watch.
I did watch one more CD, and I kind of got
They're DVDs.
okay DVD, whatever. I kind of got a little ticked off with it because it did everything the last one did, and yeah, it wasn't worth watching.
Okay, well.
So I'll bring them back. I'll bring them to you tonight.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of Antiviral Honeypots. I know I sure did.
As did I.
We had very stimulating conversations on this nice, comfy couch.
Yeah, actually, this is actually ain't that comfortable.
It's not. I kind of like it.
Well, you aren't sitting in the middle either.
And also, Heyman is used to sitting on plywood, so.
No.
And sleeping on
Actually, I don't got a couch, so.
So you're depriving your children
Of
certain
what?
couches.
Why?
That's a staple of the American economy.
How is it a staple of the American economy?
There's a couch in every house.
They
except
got
yours.
chairs they can sit on.
Are you comfy?
Beanbag
Yeah.
chairs.
No, actually, it's the ones that are
Wood?
like a circle. You kind of lean up into it.
Really?
Yeah, it folds up.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Big old comfy thing on top.
How about a beanbag? You got one of those?
No, I don't.
At least
My wife wants some.
you can buy those just down the road.
What, beanbag?
Yeah.
At Target?
Beanbag chairs. Yeah.
At Target?
The unofficial sponsor of the podcast.
The unofficial? Well, yeah, I guess they do pay for it.
Yeah, that's where my money comes from.
This is where my money's
I
come
hope
from.
that picture doesn't get us into copyright
What?
allegations.
It's cut off.
It's fair use.
It is their, well, it's most of their trademark. It just doesn't say Windows underneath it.
No, it says bones as in piece of crap.
I know.
Falls under the fair use statute. We're fine.
Well, it's okay if we're using it for parody purposes. So
Exactly.
that's okay. Like Weird Al.
Fair use.
All right, so we're going to end this podcast before we get long-winded.
Before it goes over 30 minutes, let's do that.
All right.
So I'm Dr. J,
I'm Heyman. Yes,
And
you're
special
still
guest.
Brian.
and we'll see you next week.